It's your morning motivation time. I'm your host with the most is Mark Saint. I'm rising and shining this morning, been wearing the hoodie, getting it going. And this morning, we're talking about honor and duty. That's right. I just watched the whole show, and the girl goes, it's not your job in a relationship to make the other person happy, right? Marriage isn't about happiness, it's about duty. And I'm over here arguing with my boy. I'm my guy that's supposed to be making all my videos, talking about honor. And most people don't honor what they say they're going to do. And this is why we have to have the conversation this morning. How many times have you got a flat tire and you had somebody pick you up? How many times have you got somebody that says they were going to do something and didn't? I got it going on right now, talking about this complicated channel. I don't promise anything. I said anything that we shoot, I want the footage. You know, I don't want to work for free. In essence, that's exactly what ends up happening. The guy doing the videos, he doesn't want to edit them anymore because I'm too picky. And I said, man, revisions are a part of life. You think I like hearing from my customers on Thanksgiving, telling me that they got shit going on and they need shit from me and da 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 da? Yeah, bro, that's what ends up happening. We end up putting ourselves in some situations, and then we end up not even fucking realizing that we're gonna have to earn our way out. Gonna earn that shit. It isn't gonna just fall from the sky. We gotta earn our shit. We're not just gonna get happy. We gotta earn that shit. We gotta do the exercises. We gotta not eat the fast foods. We gotta earn that shit. And so many people over here going like, oh yeah, it's just gonna fall from the sky and everything happens for a reason, and as long as I have, you know, the things that I need, I'm not gonna worry about anything else, right? I'm sitting here going like, my honor is on the line. If I make a deal with somebody, that's the deal that I have to honor. Now, I burnt people. There are people I still haven't paid at the festival. There are people that there's nobody that says I didn't say I wasn't going to do something and didn't do it. But the money might not have been right. The timing might not have been right. The video editing might not have been right. And that's where I end up being in this situation where these things are happening to all of us. All of us have a sense of honor and duty. I think women less than men, but it's part of it that we have to honor our situations in life and say, hey, I made a deal with you as a human being. Now, there are things that happen to us as humans. Life isn't perfect. It could be an earthquake and you go, well, all hands off, or no holds barred, or something kind of like to that effect, where whatever it takes for us to get into the game is what we're gonna do. Oh shit, we got the shirt.
He brought me, we're still.
I just thought it would be fun. How did that happen?
It was funny.
Yeah, no show's wondering how this dude. So
Funny, haha. You know, like haha. Funny, like.
I'm getting shouted out on the show here for the Adam Dunn show. I made their shirts and they're saying what's up to Marky Saint, and I'm trying to show you that part where they were like, yo, your boy Marky Saint doing the damn thing. You're wearing the shirts that I made them. And yes, they asked me for the vector images 4 or 5 different times, and no, it's not my job. You know, these kind of things, you know, that happen, I have to honor. You know, these guys came into Vegas and trusted me to do their shirts at the last minute, and even though, you know, the printer bailed or whatever it took, I still got them done because that's my honor. I won't get the shout out on the show unless I honor my word and do what I say I'm going to do. It's so easy for us to be flagrant in this new life. It's so easy for us to just say, yeah, I mean, that was just a post yesterday. How serious can it be? Or I'm not going to take my word seriously. And one of the 4 agreements is to be impeccable with your word. Now, I know it's tough to revise and edit things. I know it's hard because I'm particular. I don't just let things just slide. I want things to be right. I wouldn't do the show every day if I didn't want to keep it going right. But it's also part of our duty. Where's your sense of duty? If you say you're going to do something, you better be able to do it. If you say you're going to have a baby with me, you better follow through. If you say you're going to be there to help me fix my flat tire, you better follow through. I'm very demanding of my friends. because they're demanding too. Just like my customers, demanding them a day earlier. You just only called me 2, 3 days ago trying to get something that usually takes 7 to 10 days. I didn't charge you a fast delivery. You didn't thank me. I'm sitting here going like I do jobs all the time where it's thankless. These Thanksgiving gobble gobble gift shirts, the dude was a dick about it. And I'm sitting here going like, you want a pat on the back all the way in Pakistan? I don't even get the pat on the back, bro. Welcome to real life. You think people are gonna just wedding photographer, cake maker for the wedding, bridezilla's everywhere, bro. And where you didn't get the cake right, you didn't get the height right, you didn't get the color right. There's a lot of things that make us particular and picky, and we want things to be perfect. And I understand that things aren't perfect. And sometimes we become demanding, even in the face of things not being perfect. Well, we want it to be a certain way. We want it to happen a certain way. And when it doesn't happen that way, we throw a fit like Kanye. And I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of things not going my way and thinking that I could complain to get it ahead. And as long as the squeaky wheel makes noise, I'll get a little bit of grease on that wheel. And I'm not trying to grease the wheel no more. I'm not trying to complain to change. I'm not trying to complain my way to the top and hope that things are bent to my direction or into the way of things I think they should be. No longer am I doing this, man. Things happen when they're supposed to happen, and you can make it happen if you choose to put more energy behind it. And there's going to be somebody that's going to say some shit. They said that the average human lies 10 times or 3 times every 10 minutes. One of the lies has been the guy taking my money saying, oh yeah, I'll revise your videos. We had it all planned out. Had a contract even. Still didn't get done. Contract with my web guys to get it done. Oh, I didn't make the last payment of $1,000. Oh, then we quit and your shopping cart's not finished. Oh yeah, dude, that'd be dope. I'd love to go with you to a trip in Mexico on the group cruise. Can't make it. And cashed me out and gave me the cash and I had to go alone. There is a sense of duty to our friendships. I got my best friend in Brazil. I feel a sense of duty to get his ass back, even though I paid him already back cash wise. I'll pay even more because that's my sense of duty. There's a sense of math. If you want to do tit for tat, usually the math ain't going to add out right. If we add it up, every time you fed your kid is every time your parents fed you. The gripes go forward. Sometimes you're going to have to take one for the team. Or as we say in the streets, chalk it up to the game. This game called life comes and takes its cut. Straight up. How many of us have lost a storage unit? How many of us lost a car? I had my truck stolen from me when I came back from Thailand. How many of us lost equipment? I lost all my equipment and all of my smoking devices, my weed swag bags. Smoking review stuff was all stolen when I came back to my shop when I got evicted. The amount of loss is real. My sense of honor is even more real. That I wouldn't do that to somebody else. I wouldn't charge them for their own things. The other gentleman didn't have honor. The guy that's doing my thing, he's not honoring our agreement. The guy that I filmed with, it's complicated. He's not honoring the agreement. There's a lot of people that will snake and move and pretend that there's something that they're not, or do something that they say that they weren't going to, or do the opposite of what they say they were going to. Welcome to human life. Edits happen, but not in real life. Real life goes by. That's why I love shooting live. It has no edits. You're either putting in the work or not. Did 3 hours of fucking pressing those shirts the other day. Now I got a reorder from the Adam Dunn show. They need the big sizes, the 2XLs, 3XLs, 4XLs, 5XLs, 42 shirt order, boom, doubled up, given to me and made ready for me because I came through. That's right. I got the reorder because I buttoned down during MJ Biggs conference and made sure that they got their touchdown. Now, there's a lot of people that aren't going to go do that work. They're like, oh, shirts aren't in. I'll call the customer and tell them. I tried to get a refund for these guys at the Gobble Gobble Give. I tried to. I was like, yo, dude, I don't want to do all this work. I know how much work it's going to take. Hours of my time, effort, and back. Sure as shit, shoes I signed up. All that went out the window. Nobody gave a fuck that I went all the way to 3:30 in the morning ran around the whole valley yesterday, the day before, just to get the shirts and then try to get the cut and the vinyl and make them blah blah blah. Bro, I have it on live. You can watch it. I showed up on the show. Instead of being like, thank you so much and grateful, he started talking shit on them, even though they sold them all. Like, God, sold it all. Okay, bet. Talk shit on my shit, you know? Let's see how hard I'm going to work for you next time. You know what I'm saying? This time you might have got a free backyard from me. This is the second backyard I've done for somebody. My ex, Terrian, I went and did her whole backyard. I was digging in the back and I accidentally hit old electric conduit. They were using electric conduit for the sprinkler systems. So I fucking dig up this sprinkler system and try to figure out where it went and why it went and what went on. Guess what? That's what ended up happening. Your boy Saint was in the middle of some bullshit. I shouldn't have ever been that way, and I didn't know why I did it that way. But next thing I know, I'm end up doing the whole backyard because that was my sense of duty. I'm the one that broke the main line. Is it impractical? Is it fun? Is it cool for it to happen? No, it's a pain in the ass. If you ever broken a sprinkler system, you know what time it is. It's like, oh fuck, now I gotta fucking fix this whole shit. Oh shit, I dropped all my books. Now I gotta bend over and pick them up. Oh shit, it's gonna require more effort of me. And there's people like that. There's a do the effort and do the things and make the things happen, and that's what they really are about. Or they're people that squiggle away. Now, if you got to renegotiate and the work ends up being ridiculously more than what you negotiated for, by all means, dude, I need to pay this guy for some video editing. But if it's the other way around, if it's the way that we think it needs to be, if we think that the situation ought to be different and more balanced, I'm going to ask you, what's your honor to the situation? Much like my spiritual mentor asked me, what am I devoted to? What's your devotion? You know, I'm devoted to my loved ones, my family, my business. You know, I'm devoted to my friendships. You know, if I say I'm going to do something, I need to do it. I want to be that kind of friend, but I'm also the friend that demands from my friends. You know, I'm pretty demanding. I'm like, we got to do this and get this done. And I'm more of a leader than I ought to be. I need to be more of a sharer than a leader, I guess. I criticize myself all the time. You know, I want to be good in groups. I want to be able to be a team player and a people person. The tough part is when you leave that zone and you forget to be who you on your own, who you are as a person, right? This is why we talk about character. We want to develop more than just habits. We want to know what you're really about. And if you say you're going to do something, people really like that. They know that there's a cop out. They know that there's somebody out there, just like abortion is a cop out, there's someone out there that's going to tap out. They're just going to give up. First sign of adversity, first sign of something being hard or not doable, that's what they end up doing. They end up hiding out and being scared and ducking away from responsibility and duty. I showed up. I might not have been friendly about showing up. You know, I'm not going to be friendly when you're threatening and actually killing my child. I realized that about me. I was like, why am I acting so crazy? Because a lot's riding on the line. You know, when I'm trying to be determined and get stuff done, a lot of people felt like they were in my way. You know what I mean? In my way, in my ability to keep my sense of duty, my ability to keep it pushing, keep it rolling, and my ability to get my touchdowns. I don't know if people are necessarily in the way as I grow older. It's more like I have to find a strategy to be better at people. That part. That's my sense of duty. My duty is to do better at this and have some honor about the way that I interact with people. It's not just a sense of, oh, it's going to be selfless. When we talk about honor and duty, we usually think about veterans and military people and people that have sacrificed something. So I had to sacrifice my whole day before Thanksgiving and my back, my time, my effort, my gas, just to make sure I got that touchdown. That's what I was trying to explain to you. There's a sense of duty here. I honor my people at Billionaire Hemp Wraps. These are my people. You know what I mean? These guys have helped me out and helped me with my Billionaire Blunt idea and use their papers and insights to get there. I'm honoring them. And when I do that, the energy comes back. You got to see if we're being honorable to people or are we being shady. And that's something I think that we try to get off on people. We like to think that we can shady it up and cut corners, and there's people that will do that. We're inherently lazy. We want to reserve as much of our money and energy and love as possible, but we have to risk all of that to get more of it. You're gonna have to risk some of your money to get, you know what I'm saying, like to just get on the board, put your little chips on the roulette wheel. You don't have to put it on the table. Eventually you're gonna have to honor and duty to what you said you were going to do. Now, if it takes you longer, you should have negotiated that before. Try getting a job, bro. Try doing a whole business job. McCarthy, Pirelli, not Pirelli's are the tires. Perini, Marvin Harris. I've done their shirts too. When they go to show up, they have to bid on the job. Man hours, materials, how long is it gonna fucking take, and still make a profit, and come underbid of what the next guy was saying. We're in a competitive market. That's what capitalism does. It stretches you. It means that there's someone else that can make your product too. It's saying get ready for the Chinese EVs. You know, we got Tesla here, but they're making Teslas in China. And China's making electric vehicles too, and they'll ship them back to us for cheaper. It's an economy. Do you want to pay higher bid for the Tesla because it says Tesla, because it says Ralph Lauren, because it says Mark Echo? Sometimes we do. Then sometimes we go down the aisle and we're going generic. We're like, yeah, that's just aspirin. It's just toothpaste. It's just deodorant. You know, now we're starting to get bougie. I need better soap. I need better shampoo and conditioner. I need better lotions. Kush lotions. You know, you got to get better everything. Photos on blankets. You know, I mean, like, we are always looking for a deal. We're always looking for a shortcut. We think that we're being smart and outsmarting our fellow humans, but our fellow humans are as smart as us, if not smarter. And we think that we're moving in a way that no one can see. We're just snorting coke. But they see us coming in at 3, 4, 5 a.m. You think you're not being seen. You think your patterns aren't showing. You can put on makeup and not show the bags under your eyes. They are being seen. You're being seen. I'm seeing you right now. I'm seeing myself in a reflection, saying to myself, yo, is it going to be another day of the same? Or are you going to be able to shake and bake? Freshly baked every day. Baked Daily is the new shirt that we're going to make. Baked Daily, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, Baked Daily, you know, that I have to put myself in a mode to create me, you know, on a regular, and not that it's just gonna happen because a sense of honor and duty. No, my sense of honor and duty creates an action, and the action makes me honor whatever I say I'm going to do. So say I'm gonna buy this new printer machine. It's a 200-pound machine. I need that bitch. I'm like, yo, I want to print that shit. Let's get it going. Sure, let's do that. Okay, sense, honor, and duty. Guess what? Where they at though? Where they at though when it's time to cut the check? Where they at though when it's time to fucking really be about it and do the thing we're supposed to do? And that doesn't matter how long it's going to take. Some people say how long it's going to take till I'm done. I am that type of person. I do things till it's done. I don't quit halfway through the lap. The dude did 4 of the 40. That's a 10th of the work he was supposed to do and started complaining like, these revisions are killing me. It's like, bro, they're videos. What do you think was going to happen? And that's the world that I live in. I live in a world where people expect things, right? I'm trying to reach the demand. Print in an hour, I want to be able to shake and bake and give it to them as soon as they ask for it. Boom, baby, boom. Just like, wow, right there. Because of the speed, they have a need for me. And that's what we're doing as human beings. We're like, are you a necessity to my life? I got people that cut me out, bro. They're like, Mark, you're way too much energy, you're way too violent, you're way too aggressive, and you're way too serious, and we're not fucking with you no more. That's what's up. I got other people in my life that still hung out for 20 plus years and still send me happy Thanksgiving cards, and we can still just sit down and chop it up like times never left. I mean, how many friends do we really got? And that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this thing to go, how much time I got left to be an honorable person with a sense of duty that becomes more than myself, becomes more of the sense giving, doing more of the things that make me happy, and do more of the things that move the boat. So it's just one of those things. If you want to float a boat, if you want to do right by yourself and in life, you're going to have to not swerve and curve and snake. That's not what's going to get by. It's like, oh shit, that person really did stay up all night. Were you really up at 3:30 in the morning? Did all the elves come here and just fucking help you put together all these shoes? Is that what just happened? Surprise them with your hard work. There's a lot of people that aren't surprised by not hard work. There's a lot of people that aren't surprised by somebody says, yeah, I'll do it. And then they're like, click. I haven't heard from my friend yet, but he wanted me there at 7 a.m. to volunteer. I'm like, bro, I don't even get up to 7 a.m. for paid gigs. You know what I'm saying? And he's all done. Never heard from him again. He saw that I had no sense of duty to the reggae movement, and I don't even like reggae, so he's right. So we haven't talked since. It sucks because we bonded pretty well, and I like him, and he got flyers from me in his business, but doesn't mean I gotta like reggae, and it definitely doesn't mean I gotta volunteer at 7 a.m. He can, because that's his sense of duty. That's on his honor. That's what he cares about. This is why it's called Saints Addiction. Hear me now, feel me now. Hear me now, feel me now. Because if I was gonna put that same motherfucking energy into my addictions, into the pussy, into the fucking coke, into the fucking fun times, right? Imagine if I took a kernel and put it over here to this positive side, this not self-destructive side, this thing that grows. This I can be obsessed about shirts. I can be a shirt addict and just completely focus. Well, cocaine, I don't even see it. Girls, yeah, no, I don't even know what you're talking about. Distraction. I chased distraction like a dragon. And I'm wondering if I put any more of that dragon's tail and energy towards being honorable and dutiful and just see what would happen. That's what's up. So, I'm here with the crew. I'm here with the people making it happen. I love giving. I forgot how much I love giving, feeding at the gobble gobble give. It's a great feeling. We have a huge population here in Las Vegas. We got to figure out more things with the people. I'm thinking just now in my head, I had a side thought about me and my girl Tiana. She works with the government in placing people. What an honor and duty to place people in these empty apartments. They put up the cash and the move in and all that stuff so you become a real citizen again. I think it's amazing. Sometimes that's all you need, bro. It's just a leg up. And no one's giving you a leg up or a door in, or even the window's not even cracked. I know what life's like on that. So when we talk about Saints Addiction, we know I'm down and out on the streets, living out of your car, living on your mom's couch. Nobody loves you. Nobody cares. Nobody's giving a fuck. Saints giving's giving. That's the position for that. That's my sense of honor and duty. Is I said I would. As tears start to come into my eyes, I said I would, bro. I said I would. I was homeless. And I'm staring at the shift knob, manual truck, my dad's truck, and he wants it back, and I got all the stuff in the back, and I'm taking showers at UNLV across the street. The other day I ate lunch there, actually, and I thought, man, I was homeless right here. I had no options, no friends to call, or too embarrassed to call, or a mixture of the two, and not wanting to rub my bullshit on people. People don't want to have a train wreck come by them. So now the train wreck is here to heal other train wrecks. All the perfect beings go to Saints brand. All the halfway in betweens, mostly Saints, admitting our flaws. But a complete other fuck up but wanting to do good, Saints Addiction. Complete self-destruction of myself, my business, my relationships, my PTSD, the way I've made people feel, the way I've treated them. My reputation, my character precedes itself. And if I'm emitting my own thing, you're emitting your own thing, and probably only hanging out with people that emit the same thing back. I like to go on different tracks. I thought by taking my act on the worldwide tour, I can see that there's some people that love me. My whole Finland crew, you know, damn near superstar over there. People come into the car. Wait, what? Saints here? That's right. I came all the way to Helsinki from Las Vegas, bro. Multiple times. They're genuine people. I don't feel that kind of energy here in America. I feel like we're stingy people. Everybody tries to hang out with rich people, or fake it till they make it, or spend more money than they have, or drink toxins. We were talking about it this morning. You don't use it, you lose it. Use it or lose it, dude. That's what's happening to our energy, and getting for the walks, and getting for the stretches, and getting on the. That's what I'm gonna do after this. Actually, the sun's not too bad out there. I should have just done that this morning, but I don't know my quality of internet while I'm walking outside with 5G or inside while I'm on the Wi-Fi. I haven't figured it out yet. But what I have figured out is my sense of honor and duty might be a little bit different than other people. I take things way more seriously, probably than I should. I grew up too fast. Dad put his hand on my shoulder 10 years old and said, okay, you got to look after the family now. This kind of things change you, they kind of change you to be different. They kind of change you to be observing. They kind of change you to reflect. And if you can reflect on some sorts of sense of you, some sort of honor, what is your devotion? What are you honorable to? What do you keep your word to no matter what? And living by that standard, right? There's some Christian Buddhist philosophies, and the dualities too, that we are both the light and the darkness. That's gonna be tough for people. That's gonna be tough for people. Just like peaks and valleys are tough for us. We've sensed good times. We've sensed things being easier. We have sensed these things before, and when they go away, we also sense that. So I'm trying to show with a shout out when they were talking about the shirts. Anyway, shout out to the Adam Dunn Show. Thanks for shouting me out, mentioning the shirts. I didn't have the this is live. I didn't sit here and go, oh, this is where they mentioned me, and thanks for mentioning me, guys. Oklahoma, all the way around in Colorado. Okay, a little drink that, both of you, huh? Birthday, totally forgot the good move. Anyway, that's my show. Morning motivation. Watching the other show, The Homies.
In my back pocket. I was waiting. I was like, I'll just have when thinking about it, I was like, oh yeah. Why do you got first on the street and then there were 19? Like, we don't even care. We're just no. We had to
A huge investment.
He found there go a rim on that. What?
I don't know. They were talking about the shirts and
because the cortisone.
Yeah. The cows that are.
Kind of why don't they?
But he said,
Well, so
shout
maybe
out to Saint.
Yeah. Just discombobulating my entire show. Where he's like, got this idea. It's like he knows my schedule, which is like around,
Too funny. And that's the morning motivation. If you got anything out of this, like, share, and subscribe. Your boy Marky Saint. I'm a whole ass vibe. And thank you if you got anything out of this. Peace of love. And as always, Chikatan. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Not because of the algorithm, but I'm really trying to cherry pick people's ideas and their visions of what their sense of honor and duty is. Peace. Ciao. Belo. Beijos.